So I've half double crocheted around until my stitch marker, and now we need to work half double crochet 2 together, and we need to do that twice. So working into the stitch marker, working our half double crochet over them next 2 stitches, half double crochet decrease over those 2 stitches. We're going to work that again. We're going to work a half double crochet and then join to the top of the half double crochet. And it says we should have 78 stitches, and we made 8 decreases in that round. So now it's on to rows 6 and 7. 6 and 7. Chain 2 does not count as the stitch here and throughout. 1 half double crochet in the same stitch as the chain 2, and 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. So the next 2 rounds are really easy. So we need to turn, because at the end of row 5 it says turn, so we're going to turn our work around, work in the opposite direction. Now you can remove your stitch markers here because we've worked those. Now you can use bits of yarn, you can use anything you like for stitch markers. I already have hair clips, so that's what I'm using. We are going to chain 2, remembering it does not count as the first stitch, and half double crochet back down into the same stitch. And 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. So you're going to do that until you come back to the beginning, and I'll meet up to you when we get to here. So at the round of row 6 we are going to slip stitch. Well, first of all I've got to do my last half double crochet, and then we're going to slip stitch to the top of the first half double crochet, because remember, the chain 2 does not count as a stitch. By not counting that half double crochet as a stitch, it actually fills in the gap there, because you're missing this stitch when you join, and it fills in any gap that we've got. So we want to turn our work, spin it around, and we're going to repeat row 6. So repeat what we just did, so it was chain 2, half double crochet in the same space, work your way around, and then slip stitch to join. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to continue on, and we're nearly up to the row with the ruffle, so that's pretty exciting. So I'll see you at the end of row 7. Just finishing off round 7 with a slip stitch to join. We're going to turn our work. We're not going to fasten off, but I'm just going to pull up a loop, because now we want to grab, so where you're working around, I just folded it so that's on the outside. It says, for a fresh skein of yarn, do a round of slip stitch. You can start anywhere, making 1 slip stitch in each stitch of the previous round, and ending with a slip stitch into the first slip stitch. You shouldn't make the slip stitches too tight, and can switch to the next size hook for this round if you wish. Do not fasten off. So I've got another hook, 5.5, or an eye hook, another moon shadow threads. Isn't it cute? So I'm going to use this. I'm grabbing my second colour You can use whatever colour you like, of course, but I'm finding the contrast will be easy for you guys to see in the video. So joining your yarn into your stitch, going under both loops, grabbing your yarn, I'm going to lay it over the hook, pull through, got about 2 to 3 inches on the back. I'm going to work a chain stitch to attach it. Then we're going to work around slip stitches. Remember, not too tight. I've got the bigger size hook from the previous row. I'm going to go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. So don't work these too tight, otherwise it's going to make your bag get smaller on this round, and we don't want that to happen. So there we go, we're just working around, and we are going to continue all the way around the bag. Remember, don't do them too tight. So I've come right around, and now we are going to slip stitch to the first slip stitch. So picking up that slip stitch if we can. I'm going to try and get both loops. Do a slip stitch. There we go. And mine isn't pulled tight. I did check that as I was going around, which is good, otherwise it's going to make our bag smaller. And it says do not fasten off. We will be later make ruffles into these slip stitches with the skein of yarn, so don't finish off. And it says we should have 78 slip stitches. So row 9, now I'm actually following this pattern along with you. We are learning this together. So if I pause a little bit every now and again, that's why. We are actually figuring out what to do. So round 9, mark 11 stitches on both ends like we did before, and repeat round 5 with 8 decreases, but you work into the half double crochet stitches of the round before the slip stitch shown in pictures 7 and 8. So you can go and have a look at picture 7 and 8. The slip stitches are the stitches you will see stuck on the side. Okay, so we've used a different, or if you have used a different colour yarn, you'll know your slip stitches because they stand out, because they are different. So finding your colour that you used for the main bit, and untangling your balls. I just have to lay that one over there. There's me. Hang on, get myself sorted. There we go. Oh, so first we want to mark 11 stitches. Duh. So marking your 11 stitches like we did before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember that one here counts as one that's on the side. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5. Spin it around, do the same on the other end. Folding it flat, stitch on the end, count back 5. So not counting stitch on the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Not counting the stitch on the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just make sure that's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So there we go. So going back to your base colour, your first colour that we worked with, I'm sure this is going to be easier when you're sitting there doing it and not working on a flat surface. Now if you changed up your hook size for the slip stitch row, you're going to want to change back to your size that you had before, so the smaller size for your back to your green row. So we need to chain 2, which I've already done, and then we're going to half double crochet into the same stitch as the chain 2. And we're going to do 1 half double crochet in each stitch until we've got 3 stitches left before the marker. Now I've got 3 stitches left, so then we're going to work our half double crochet 2 together twice, ending in the marked stitch. So we're going to yarn over, go into the stitch, pull up a loop. We've got 3 on the hook. Hang on a second, I'm getting tangled. We're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop. You've got 5 loops, pull through all 5. You're going to work a decrease over the next 2 stitches, and I'm sure you know how to do that by now. Then we're going to work 1 half double crochet until the next marked stitch. So we're working half double crochet until next marked stitch, which is down here. Now we're going to be working a half double crochet 2 together over the next 2 stitches, and we're going to repeat that twice. So getting him out of the way, going into the marked stitch, yarning over, going into the next stitch, yarning over, pulling through all stitches, working another half double crochet decrease over the next 2 stitches. Then we need to do half double crochet in each stitch until we have 3 stitches before the next stitch marker. So 1, 2, 3. I've got to work 3 half double crochets, and then start my half double crochet decrease. So it's yarning over, going into the next stitch, yarning over, pull up a loop, yarning over, going into the next stitch, yarning over, pull up a loop. Then we're going to go do the next one again, the marked stitch as well, for a half double crochet decrease. So now we are going to do 1 half double crochet in each stitch till the next stitch marker, and that's all the way around up to the other end. So we're working down our long side again, so 1 half double crochet in each stitch. We are now going to work our half double crochet decrease, first stitch into the marked stitch, keeping 3 loops on your hook, going into the next stitch after you've yarned over. Pull up your loops, go through all those. You're going to work another half double crochet decrease, and then half double crochet until you get to your beginning of your row, and slip stitch to join. So now we can remove our stitch markers, and we are up to the part where we do the first ruffle. So what you're going to do is switch back to your ruffle colour. For me it's pink. And it says first ruffle. Note, you can fold your work as shown in pics 9 and 10 above to work in the first round of the slip stitches comfortably. So what that means is getting your colour that we used for our slip stitches. You can fold this row down, so fold it like that, so that your slip stitches are at the top, and this is going to make it easier to work into. So round 1, continuing with the same skein of yarn that was used for the slip stitch round, chain 1. One single crochet in the same stitch as the chain 1 space. So we're working a single crochet, and one single crochet in each slip stitch around. So that's easy, we can do that. Just notice there is a knot in this yarn. Sorry. Always happens when the camera's on, doesn't it? So what we're going to do is find the next slip stitch. The first one's probably going to be a bit hard because it might be a bit tight. I'm going to work a single crochet. And this is where, if you've done your slip stitches tight, this is where you're going to have problems with them. So going under the next slip stitch, going under both loops for a single crochet, under both loops on the next one, so we're just going to work along and do one single crochet in every slip stitch around, and I'll meet you back when we get back to the beginning.